Alright, I had a live stream there a while back, or not that far ago, but it was, what, last? I don't remember when it was. But Nick, South Sass Farmer, you guys ain't subscribed to him, better go over and check out his channel. I'll put a link down below. But he likes straight pipes on tractors too. And I always have my stacks pointing the other direction. And he's paying me $5 a stack to turn them this direction. So here's $5, Nick. That's the one. I owe you 2 more stacks. Yeah. So that's the deal with that. So. Not a colossal cold start, but it ain't that cold. Alright, this is on the old 4430, so there you go, Nick. Let the 44 warm up earlier, so okay, it'll be like a video. See, I got some fixes to do, so oh well, it'll be something. Wasn't much of a cold start. Well guys, how's it going? Hay chopping, yes. We just about done with that. Actually got most of it done that night. I actually got the hay head on the, oh, be quiet, sorry about the beeping noise. It'll quit. The night I put the hay head on and switched the processor out, so then she went back at it again the next day and plugged the chopper, so do some more beeping here. That'll go away in a few minutes. There. So I come out here, unplug the chopper, and I have a windrow left to chop, so I'm gonna go do that. And that'll probably be it for the haying season for this year, I guess. So, what's the other? I don't know. I could cut that piece next to the house, but it may be a load or two there. Maybe at least one load. I don't know. We got 6 off this one, and 1.5 so far off this field. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna crawl underneath there and shut the cover. I gotta show you guys this area. That's how you clean the chopper out if you plug it. That's what was in there. Here's the cutter head. Usually if you do plug it, it stalls out on this pan, and you just open this hatch up and dump her out on the ground, and then you gotta run it, the cutter head, a little bit, so clean that out. Shut the hatch and away you go. So I'm gonna shut the hatch and get at it. Alright. It's got a part of this windrow and there's a part of windrow up there. And it's dry. But just gonna feed it up right away anyways. And I've actually been feeding it in pretty good feed. The cows been milking decent on it, so little extra feed. It's looking all right. It's definitely dry enough like I could bale it. Just rolling in front of the pickup. That roll. Oh, weather's been pretty nice. Definitely can't complain about the weather lately. And an extended forecast doesn't look like it's gonna change much for us, so stay around that freezing mark, maybe a little colder at night, and we were supposed to get a big snowstorm coming this weekend, but that moved towards the south more, so sounds like the lucky folks down in Illinois are gonna get it, so that's alright. They need it down there. Now, a little dusty. We'll check this out, make sure there ain't nothing left over here. No, I think she got it. Alright, well, I guess maybe so bring you guys back. Something else to show you. Okay, so how's it going? It's the next day here. Last night, it was the other last night. It sheared the square key off again, so I took it apart. Put in the silo here, the A silo. So you guys wonder where the hell I'm at. Anyways, so I took it apart and the gear was split. Well, it wasn't split; it had a crack in it right where the keyway is. So put it back together, put a new key in it, and I called my guy that sells parts for this silent loader and stuff, and I got a new gear here. So I'm gonna take the gearbox apart because I know it's locked up now because I was running it last night feeding. And she's tight, and she burnt the belt off. Now it's a fairly new belt, so well, I'll get this SOB apart here, and we'll see what it looks like inside. So bring it back when I get her apart. You can see it there. Pretty. There. Just the light kind of gets it goofy. See how that keyhole's widened out. I dropped it on the floor here in the haylage, so it was a lot dirty. I actually cleaned it off my glove, but I think when it runs, this is the side, it's your pressure, your torque, turn your shaft, what do you want to call it. And I think it's opening it up, causing the gear to warp. There's a crack there and there. See, it follows through. So I've actually had them where they actually were split right in half in the gearbox. So some of you guys are probably wondering, why does it do that? Well, this sound loader is sprung. See if I can. What arm is it? I can't remember. Well, anyways, a few years ago when we were raising it, there's 3 cables that go up, and there's only one main cable, and this cable and that cable are clamped to the main cable. Your main cable is always the one closest to your door. It's heavier. That's your main cable. Well, there's clamps around there that hold the other 2 cables on there, and one of the cable clamps, they're like a factory pressed on there. Yeah, here's the side. If I can get that in there. No, it's too fuzzy, but this piece of rectangular tubing she's got a twist in her, because that cable over there let loose, and the sound loader was all the way to the top, just about ready to stop it, and then that one cable let loose, so then the sound loader, all the weight swung down. So the sound loader was sitting in the silo, basically right here on the top by just them two cables. And then she sprung this arm here. You can kind of see it here now. It's got a whoop, and then she goes back. So this sound loader is not true, so it's always kind of fighting itself. So that's one of the big reasons why it has issues, because this is no longer a true circle, and it doesn't like running that way. So, all right, well, I'm gonna put this new gear back together off of the big stories. Put the new key in. It's not a real big deal. I'll maybe use the new one to give me. This is a new one I put in last night, but. And then slap her back together, and away we go again. So, all right. Yeah, I just noticed this too. I don't know why I didn't notice it before, but either they changed the style and got smarter, because see this one, she's solid. That one's got holes everywhere. 6 holes in this one, no holes in this one, and it's heavier. So maybe they are having an issue with unloaders too. So maybe it's just not my sound loader. I know he keeps them on hand, so that must be some kind of a saying. If he doesn't have them on hand, he has them on hand. It must mean I'm not the only one. So design flaw, whatever it may be. So I figured I'd show you guys that too. I just noticed that, and it's like, huh. All right, it's back together, and spins nice and freely. See how nice and slow that thing turns. It's turning. Try to go faster. So, all right, it's back together. Everything seems good. Just a little. Well, should be good. So, ready to go. Let's throw the new belt on, and then we'll see if she works, I guess. So, I gotta put that wheel on the back side here. This wheel here that holds your gearbox to your ring. So, come on, line up. There you go. All right. Here we go. Put new belt on. Good to go. Belt's on this end, so. And there we go. He's going. So I think about 2 years ago since I replaced that gear, so should be good for another 2 years unless something else happens. Yeah. Alright, off to the next project to fix, I guess. Well, I had to run to town, get some roller chain, 60 heavy, and there's a nice blower. This is at the local implement dealer here. Some good use. It's called Lodemeyer. They got about everything. Figured I'd give you guys a quick little look around. Yeah, it's getting dark out fast. It's fancy baler. Manure spreader, there we go. Oh, nice one there. Ooh, look at that one's even got a low tire. That's the one I should buy. It's an old Knight, pretty well. Been used pretty hard. Don't look too bad, really. I should go look at that. Maybe another day. Oh, warped clutch discs. Should chatter. Some sprayers. Bale wrapper. see the sign. Yeah. They sell Heston, White, Planters, Gleaner, and Massey Ferguson. Oh, alright, well, got my chain and gonna head her on home. Big Gleaner combines. Now it's getting too dark to mess around with that. I bought this chain for the manure spreader, so the reason why I go to that implement dealer to get chain is because they got that style of chain, or the brand, a diamond. I have the best of luck with diamond chain, so yeah, so it's a 60 heavy, it runs the beaders, so I broke that here. Broke a link out the other day, and then I get looking at it. She stretched out pretty good, so I figured, well, let's get a new one. Got a lot of them in the haul, so I gotta worry about that. So, alright, well, that's how we call this a video. And thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.